Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense comes on the field first today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon. Championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
And at first down, they go right back to him. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there. And the Bears will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. No huddle now for the offense. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. And bulldozing his way through. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25. The Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down and the 3rd down.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So Miami's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And they'll stop him. Pick up.
Controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And now to try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And now the handoff. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And the Bears come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quick throw caught on the left side. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42. That run picks up first down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Play action here on first down. Bringing pressure. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Looking to throw. It's Robertson. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incompletion brings up third down for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. The offense going very heavy, bringing in more blockers. On the run, it's Martinez. And tackled after a small pickup there. Now it's second down here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, my, what a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. The Bears will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Back's got it again. They've got him down out near the 40. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. To throw, it's Robertson. Quick throw, testing the middle. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk. Here they do. it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. And the wideout goes in motion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's third down for the offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
The shotgun running play call. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put it...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown for the U. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? He hands it to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Bears come to the line to run the hurry-up. On the run, it's Washington. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? A change of direction. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
And the returner will be brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Looking for the wideout, but it's incomplete. They missed an opportunity, and now it's fourth down. The Canes will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime. They cut into this lead. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and it's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff. It's Martinez. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it right near the end zone.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner looking to create better field position. Returner is brought down. Gets a started on the next drive. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Bears will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
He finds some space. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it. Open.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Second down play coming up. He'll ride the back again here. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Third down after that running play. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock, trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Close to the tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Canes will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And this one is getting ugly. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Scanning the field. It's Robertson. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup here.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. And keep this drive alive right here.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Burton. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Bears have 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
And everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. And for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Hands off to the left. Running through the tackle. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is,
he's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Looking to pass. It's Robertson. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical And
he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown for the U. And the route is on. Planning after trying the extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. They bring him down, but a veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Snags the quick throw. Look at him run through those tacklers. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Bears begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Here's a target, and it's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Second down after that previous play. To throw, it's Robertson. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Baylor.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset and playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's a reverse. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Martinez. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass this time. Catch made on the right side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
A new set of downs after that completion. Ah, here comes the flea flicker. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Canes. And the beatdown continues.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds his man. It's Porter.
Hey, there's the execution. It's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build